Welcome back to another video. So today we are making brownies. So I've already put the butter in and I've just put the heat on. So we're going to wait for that to melt a bit and we're going to get my spoon. And then we've cut up some dark chocolate into some squares. And then we're just going to eventually add them in. So let's just wait for that. So we're supposed to put it under a low heat. So obviously the water is in, but obviously it's not the best angle. We're just going to turn the heat down to a bit lower. We're going to wait for that to melt a bit. So we'll just start moving it about, see how that goes. Right. And then I'll just start popping a few of the chocolates in. Put that in for now. So with the butter it's 125 grams and with the chocolate it's 175. So the chocolate is starting to melt. You don't want to like overcook it. Obviously you don't want to obviously undercook it, but you know. So the butter is starting to properly melt now. And as you can see there, the chocolate is very much melting. So I will add the rest in and I will show you once it's done. So, as you look now, it's basically all melted. There are still a few chunks, but the gas is now turned off. I can still feel the chocolate, but there's a tiny bit of butter, but barely anything left. So, once we've done that, we're going to let it cool. So, this will just melt away. And then we add, like, the sugar and the eggs to it. So, now it is fully mixed, nothing left. Get an overview. So as you can see, there's literally nothing left. It's absolutely perfect. So we will just wait till it's cooled. So now we're over here. So the chocolate is supposed to cool, which it has. And then what you want to do is you want to add sugar. Okay, let me get the eggs. So it's 2 eggs, I've got 1 here, okay, and be very careful. And by the way, the caster sugar is 275 grams. You got 2 eggs, and then you want a bit of salt, so I'm using table salt, so I'll just pour a ton of it into my hand. Mostly just a pinch of salt, okay. May have just dropped a tiny bit, but you know. And then you're just going to mix it. Until the sugar is all mixed in with it. So as you can see, the consistency and the look of the texture has already changed. All I'm doing is mixing it in, and that is a quick process. Then you get, let me actually just move this bit. You get flour, and let me just get a different sieve actually. Okay, there we go. Bit better, a bit cleaner. This one, 175 grams of flour, by the way. Just gonna pour a bit in. Just gonna start sieving it. Let me just move this mixer because it's getting in the way a bit. Let's move it over to this side. put it in. I have spilled a bit on the side, but it doesn't really matter. That's why I always put it a gram or two above the normal measurement, because most of the time you will spill some. Okay, so now that's done. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this in. Now, you can put hazelnut and walnuts in, but I'm not, cause not allergies. Not that I have any, or that I know anyone has, but in case I give it to anyone, then... So it's mixed in actually quite well already. Sorry for putting it off the camera sometimes. Obviously on the side there's quite a bit of flour, which I'm just going to scrape off and then just... I think that's it as well. Put that to the side and then just... Yeah. There appears to be 0 flour at the bottom. Now with this mixture, you are supposed to use vanilla sugar, but I don't have that, so I'm using vanilla extract. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of that in. Okay. And then I'm just going to stir it up again. There we go. Now I'm going to try and get it all off. And then, so obviously, now that we've done that, we will just get my spatula. So to save some time, I'll just speed it up, and all I'm really doing is plopping the mixture into the tray. So we've got it in the tray. So let's obviously now just smoothing it out. Then I'll just scrape that on the side, pick it up and, pop it back on. Then we'll put it into the oven at about 200 and some. It's on 202 and we will bake this for 40 minutes. And then... So obviously we've taken it out of the oven now, so we're going to let it cool. There are holes in it, so I did do a couple holes, but for some reason there are more than just a few holes. I mean, the shape's a bit odd, texture's a bit weird. I mean, there's random triangle shape, but it looks fine, it smells fine. So we're going to let this cool, we're going to take it out the rack, we'll put it into pieces, and we're going to decorate it, but not a very big decoration. So I've now taken it off the tray, and I'm not going to lift it up in case of any troubles, but there is 0 cracks or anything, which is absolutely perfect. So, basically, I've still got some chocolate left. It is dark chocolate, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 in this bowl. I'm going to see how much that will melt, and then I'm going to drizzle it on top. I'm going to place 1 chocolate on each square, but first we must cut it. So now that we've done that, I've done a few of them. Now this hot bowl is hot from melting the chocolate, but I'm gonna get a bit on the spoon. Okay, I'm just gonna get a bit. Now this broke off. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a bit on it. Okay, then I'm going to get a bit of the chocolate and I'm just going to stick it on it, okay? And I'm going to put it on a plate. I'm going to do this again. Now, I haven't got a lot of chocolate, so not all of them will get decorated, but just a bit of chocolate, dab on it, and then get a bit of chocolate. Just move that for you, because I can see that's in the way, okay? And just plop it on it, and then it goes onto my plate. Get some out the bowl. It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. Yeah. So I've got it. And then I'm just gonna take off the spoon. I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna put chocolate on top of it. So I've got two different plates, okay? So this will be going to my friends. So obviously that one broke in half, but there's some with chocolate on it, so obviously 5. And then this one will go to my family. So I've got obviously 2 different batches. So the recipe was basically right. That I could remember at least, off the top of my head. But other than that, these brownies have turned out absolutely perfect. I don't know what it will taste like until I have one. But other than that, that is the end of my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next bacon vid.